O present, past, and future seas, whose ears have heard the holy word, that walked amongst the ancient trees, calling the lapsed soul and weeping in the evening dew, that might control the starry pole and fallen light renew. O earth, return, arise out of the dewy grass. Night is worn and the morn rises from the slumberous mass. Turn away no more, while wilt thou turn away? The starry floor, the watery shore, is given thee to the break of day. Good to be with you again. It is I, your spiritual entertainer. I had to go to the doctor, so I had to get my back fixed up at the doctor. So that's why I'm late today. But we'll see what happens here. I see, look at Down Under Debbie. What devotion, right? Down Under Debbie is Deb Richardson wakes up in the middle of the night in Australia just to watch, right? It's like midnight over there, 1 o'clock in the morning, right? Down Under Debbie. What dedication do we have from our good friend here? Down Under Debbie. It's always nice to see you, Deb Richardson. Good to have you here for your spiritual entertainment privilege. 7 days a week I am here, right? In some capacity or another. And today we got Nemue here in the back. This wonderful, the Lady of the Lake. The Lady of the Lake, to me, is a symbol of invitation to the depths of life, to experience, to take up the adventure, to take up the quest for the Holy Grail, right? People don't live their lives like they are quests. They just live them like they are cogs in a machine, right? And there's so much purpose, I believe, hidden in your life. It's waiting for you to seek it out, to find it. That is what I understand this image for me. That's how I understand it. And I try to encourage that in people. I try to encourage them to go out and seek, to have a better quality of living, even in the depths of whatever struggles you have, right? There's nothing holding you back from what we understand as divine. Yeah, whatever suffering you're going through, you're not alone in that. And that is power. When you realize that you are not alone, there's power there if you are willing to embrace it. And this is what Nemue here, she's got, she's handing out the sword to you. Will you take the sword? Will you take up the quest for, stop living like a damn cog in a machine. Stop it. Too many of you live like you're cogs in a big machine here. Slave to the grind is the Skid Row song. You remember Skid Row? Ricky was a young boy. He had a heart of stone. You remember that? Sebastian Bach, he's a wonderful entertainer. Yeah, he made the greatest love song that was ever made. Skid Row, Sebastian Bach, the greatest love song that was ever made. Woke up to hear the sound of pouring rain. The wind would whisper and I would think of you. All the teardrops call your name. And when you needed me, I came through. Yeah, I used to love that song. When I was a young man, I was the song. You are the song, right? Do you want to be the song, or you just want to live and die? I mean, you want to just to go through life like there's no purpose for you. And I'm not talking about purpose and being healthy, wealthy, and wise. Screw that, right? I'm talking about living as you have meaning and purpose and drive that you cannot find or be satisfied in anything in this world. To live your life as a quest here. See, Nemue is giving you the sword. Will you take the sword, my friends? Will you take up the quest of this wonderful Lady of the Lake? Yeah, my ancestors, all of their lakes had ladies in them, right? This is nothing new, right? Nemue. I don't know where this is. I looked up a bunch of goddess art of my ancestors, and this is obviously a modern, right? Most older art, you can't see nipples. They didn't like that stuff back then, Now it's no big deal. All right. Let's see here. We have all of our wonderful friends here for your Swift Wind Aquarius. Yeah, he looks like Kurt Cobain. If you ever saw him, he is Kurt Cobain. I had a friend that looked just like him. You're not from Ohio, are you? We grew up together. We had some good times, went to a lot of parties, right? Kurt Cobain, that was a big, when I was younger, I used to love Nirvana, right? That was like a big cultural movement that Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, um, Jane's Addiction, we'll throw them in there, yeah. And a few others, a musical, transformation of that time. I mean, there's a few others we could put in there, right? During that period of the early 90s, there was a transformation of society based on this new, what they called it, what did they call it? Alternative music, right? Alternative music. Yes, Goblin is here. Good to see you, the Goblin. Good to have you here. Um, and our good friend, the Raven. Good to see you. And Nathan Peaceful. Good to have some peaceful Nathans around here. Nice to have, right? Good to see you, our good friend, for your spiritual entertainment in the morning here. With our wonderful friend here, the Lady of the Lake, Nimue. She has lots of names. What was one of her other names? There's lots of names for the Arthurian sea lake, the ocean, lake goddess, right? What was the other one? Vivian. That's another name for her, right? There's another one. I can't remember it. It depends what you're reading, right? All right. How's your day going? My day's wonderful. I just got back from my pain doctor. He gave me a bunch of injections in my back because I can't. Every month I have to get them because my back swells up from the arthritic pain. So that's why I have a later show today. Usually I start at 7 a.m., right? But now it's almost 10:30, right? And I enjoy doing this. I always am talking all the time, right? Because I'm on a quest to make you join the quest. That is my quest in life, to inspire, right? That is the work of the bard. The bard is the one that connects you to the mystery, to the whether in the ancestral writings or the songs of the ancestors or the stories, right? The bard has the voice. Some through musical talents, others through theater, right? The bard is the one that connects people. The bard is that in between, and I feel that in my bones. My ancestors speaking, right? Go out and inspire people, make them feel like they're important, and have a good time, right? We are here to have a good time, right? Nimue, right? You're in the background there, right? She's trying to hand you the sword. Are you going to take that damn sword? You're going to take the sword from Nimue? Are you going to take up the quest? Or are you just going to continue your life like it's no big deal, right? Living is a big deal, whether you're suffering or whatever, right? It's getting through. The suffering is not the last word, right? It's fighting to that last moment, that last breath. That is the last word, whatever you make of your life. When you're suffering in extreme circumstances, the greater, the sharper the sword is, the more powerful it becomes, right? When you're living that life. All right. Now, if you're here, go up and touch that button there, the like button at the top. I do this for a living, and I appreciate people that have been watching. If you could do that, double tap your screen. Without you, I don't get paid, right? And if I'm not getting paid, I'm not here. And think about becoming a community member, right? There's a join button over there. For the price of a cup of coffee, you could support what I do. You get all kinds of emojis, and you can become part of our Discord community. You could see Kurt Cobain on there, Swiftwind Aquarius. Yeah. Let's see here. You shall take up the quest. Look at this Swiftwind Aquarius, right? He is taking up the quest. And our good friend Lewis is here. Our morning astrologer. Good to have you here. Lewis, Reefer Lewis. Stoned again Christian as he professes faith in Christ through the joints that he smokes. Yeah, good to have you here. He has started his own Christian Rastafarian movement. Yeah. Let's see here. You remember that song, American Maker, My Neighbor? You remember those good times back in the 80s when we had decent music. Now you don't know what you're listening to, right? You don't know what you like. All this pop music and stuff. I mean, it just comes and it goes. You know, we live in unique times. Back in the 80s, right? We lived in unique times. The music was very real and magical, right? These singers of the 60s, 70s, and 80s, they're always going to be around. You know, there will always be people listening to them, and not so much the people of our modern musical time today. I mean, there's beautiful music out there, right? A lot of great musicians out there. I love electronic music. You know, I like Rufus Du Sol is what I'm listening to now. He's a wonderful musician, right? Will his music last the test of time? That is yet to be seen. That is because electronic music isn't for everyone, right? All right, let's see here. To the quest, riders on the storm, right? You are willing to take up the quest, to go out and test yourself in the rains, test yourself amongst the thunder, to test yourself among the lightning, to ride the storm, not letting the storm ride you. That's very important. When storms will come, and they come for all of us, you can't hide from it. If you don't experience a storm, you're not living, right? You know, shit has to fall at some point in your life. It happens to everyone. It's part of living. It's what you do in that storm, right? It wants to teach you. Will you let it teach you? Will you let it, no matter how terrible it might be, it is your teacher. Are you going to let it enslave you? Or are you going to take up the sword here, to rise up out of the waters like Nimue here, and to bestow meaning in this world to others? All right. You saw them open for Guns N' Roses, Robin, really? Yeah, those were like when I was in 6th grade, everyone had a Guns N' Roses t-shirt, right? Skid Row, amongst other bands, right? Those were a unique time for music, right? And they would say it was like hard, right? I mean, if you look at the music today, I mean, that's hard. You go back then, that's nothing, right? I went back and I listened to Metallica recently. Like, this is nothing. Now I listen to the hard metal today. I shit my pants. You know, I can't listen to that stuff. I mean, that's even the rap music is terrible. You know, it's rap music for me. You go back to De La Soul. That's rap music. And this stuff today, I just can't follow. It's all screaming and people shitting their pants and stuff. I just don't. I don't get it. Yeah, different times, right? Different times. See here, where am I at? All of these wonderful people here for your spiritual entertainment. Look at this, Joseph. Joseph is always here with his scriptures, right? Joseph, I just ignore all of that bullshit. Joseph, yeah, he has been banned from the channel for probably a few months. We had banned him because that's all he would do. But every couple of months, I empty out my banned. And I don't even think he was banned, because I think he kept coming on. When you are banned, you can talk and post things, but no one else sees it. So if you are wondering why people don't respond to you, it's because you are banned. So Joseph here, I bet he just kept coming on every day with his Bible scriptures just to annoy the shit out of everyone. He probably didn't even know he was banned. Joseph, he's a nuisance, but he has brought us through the entire Bible with his copying and pasting. I mean, that's just ridiculous, isn't it? All right, where am I at? All of these wonderful people here with Nimue here in the background. Oh my, where are we at? Where are we at? Is this some type of mystical role play? Well, I mean, I think your sexual experiences should be mystical, yes. And if I do that for you, then that's wonderful, right? Mystical foreplay, why not, right? Mystical foreplay for you. If you are finding the bard here of something of delight, you know, what's wrong with that, right? As long as I don't have to see it. I mean, that's it. There's no problem, right? As long as I don't have to see it. I'm not interested in what you're doing behind the screen. You know? Oh, man. Hope everyone is doing well today. Certainly. You call it Uga's cave from Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, I'm the praying mantis. Yeah. Mystical foreplay for you. Yeah. All right. Oh shit! Here it comes. Here it comes. Last Supper apologetics. Apologists. When I was a Christian clergyman, these people were the most annoying parishioners that you could have in your church. They are not interested in living the teachings of Jesus Christ. They are interested in telling everyone their ideas about it. There's no substance at all to these people. They're just full of shit to the highest possible degree. They go around saying, I am part of the true church. But if you look at their life, there's nothing true about it. It's just a pile of shit. They have nothing to offer your community except trying to convince people. Well, the reality is God doesn't need you to do his paperwork. If he is interested in having you become a member of the church, he can do it himself. He doesn't need you scamming people into there. I mean, you people are pathetic. Remember when St. Patrick killed that druid with the sign of the cross? Yeah, sure he did. I like how your church makes up a bunch of shit and says it's history. Yeah, sure he did, right? Sure he did. Yeah, St. Patrick is a propaganda tool for the Roman church, basically is what he is. If you look at, thank you for bringing up history of Christianity, murder, killing, and they say God does it, right? It's God wants us to wipe out your civilization and erect a church here. After we pillage all of your gold and everything, we'll erect a church here and we'll call it Jesus. Yeah, the history of Christianity is terrible and wicked. And this asshole here, he would still be doing that shit if he could get away with it, you know. But I live in America, sir. We got swords and shit over here. We got swords down here in the South. You don't mess with the Southerners. We got swords here. We got Nimue down here. Oh, my grinder buddy Steve is here. Is waiting to meet up at 7-Eleven later. Good to have you here. You love alternative music? Yeah, he went to Lollapalooza and all that. He was there, right? You're wearing your Doc Martens right now. Look at that. Your Doc Martens, yeah. Those were the days, right? There was nothing like the music of the 80s and 90s, in my opinion. Oh, man. Joseph, I'm just going to ignore whatever you're posting here. I'm just ignoring it. I'm not interested in your scripture, sir. I'm not interested. Good name for a butt plug. Well, whatever helps you, right? Whatever helps you. Good morning. Underboss is here. Good to have you here, our friend. The Underboss. Good to see you here for your spiritual entertainment privilege in the morning. Will you take up the sword of Nimue? Will you take up the quest, my friends? Have I tried yoga? Yes, I practiced Christian yoga for many years called Hesychism. Now, they won't call it that. They are all pissy about the names. It's like, no, we're not like them. Yeah, you are. You do the exact same postures and breathing, the same philosophy. It's all there. Entering into a state of hesychia, working with the energies of the noetic. Yeah, it's all there. So I did that for many years, and I taught it. I taught hesychism, and it was because of hesychism that helped me to become a druid, to practice druidry. Hesychism helped me. The fathers in hesychism, this is teachings that most often don't get recognized. Hesychism has been hijacked by a bunch of fundamentalists in Orthodoxy and Eastern Catholicism. It is really an earth-based spirituality. It's learning to pray with your body, learning to encounter the divine in your breath, learning to see that the kingdom of heaven is here, not some other place, that you don't have to wait for the second coming of Christ, right? Hesychism is a very powerful spirituality that I taught I spent 5 years studying it, and then I taught it for about 10 years, and I lived it. I practiced it. As a person who is not a monk, I lived it as, just a person of the world, and people weren't interested in it. If you go to an Eastern church and you mention Hesychism, only the fundamentalists will know about it. People aren't interested in the foundation of their liturgy and spirituality. Most churches are just funeral homes where people are getting ready to die. They're not really interested in following the teachings or, living it out in the world. They just all want to die and be with their God. I want to be with the divine now. I don't want to wait till later on. No, thank you. All right. But Baddies TV Monkey 85, good to see you. Oh, man, the wicked shall be turned into hell. Yeah, screw you, Joseph, and your evil God. Yeah. Don't be deceived. God hates tarot cards. It's not a tarot card. This is classic Arthurian work that's based on my ancestors. It's not a tarot card. A tarot card was yesterday. You missed the boat. Yesterday we had a tarot card in the background. Not today. Not today. You have to update your fundamentalist Christianity detector. It's not. It's led you astray here. Do you read King Arthur? Have you seen Excalibur? I mean, give me a break. King Arthur is of the devil. Oh my! Merlin was a conjurer of the dark arts. It's all there. I watched Jean-Luc Picard in it before he became. Look what happened to him. He played Excalibur in the 80s, Captain Jean-Luc Picard, and because of all of the devil and trickery, he got his own spaceship, and now he's traveling around the cosmos because of this. Yes, Christian fundamentalism in its finest, right here, right? Oh my, let's see here. What's it? 2136. I got to write this stuff down. I make clips out of it. I feel that people benefit from that. All right. Don't be deceived. God hates tarot. Did you ask God? Really? Did God tell you that he hates tarot cards? If he hates divination, why did the high priest in the Bible have a Urim and a Thummim? I mean, that's like a nat 20 dice, right? He's playing Dungeons and Dragons. Shall we go against the goblin hordes today? The Lord says, no, we got a nat 1. So King David, not today. We can wait on that. It's right there. Divination has been throughout the entire Bible. For instance, the patriarch Jacob, right? What does he do to have more of the cattle? He does practices magic. Right? All of these things are in the Bible, and you just ignore them. Oh, it's the devil. Oh, no, it's our humanity. You know, my ancestors, they all practiced magic, and probably yours did too. It's not a big deal. Now they are scientists, right? The magic has led to modern science. It's the devil. The devil is working at Walgreens. Look at their conjuring in the back. Oh my! All of the medications. Oh, it's so demonic. Oh, God, let's see here. The mystery of abandoning babies to the force like all other bots. Oh, what a dumbass here. What a dumbass. The people who are doing that shit were everywhere. The Hebrews did it. The Hebrews murdered their children. Read the book of Judges. Lord, whatever comes through my front door, I will make it a Holocaust offering to you. Who walks in Jebaioth's front door? His own daughter. And for this reason, they mourn her virginity in the mountains every year in Israel. He burnt his own daughter alive. I mean, you're ridiculous, right? Jesus Christ, I think, helped bring an end to this terrible practice that was all around the world. The idea that only the people that are healthy and wealthy and wise who can contribute to the society matter. This evil philosophy is still living in various ways, especially here in the West. God helps those who help themselves. Well, screw your God, because I need some damn help here, and I can't help my goddamn self, right? That was the philosophy that Jesus taught against. He said, the least will be first. And because of this, the people, what do? They overturned the social norms and standards. Jesus was not killed by the Romans because he was a deity or a Messiah or because he did a miracle or two. He was killed because he was saying, screw you Romans, the least is first. This philosophy was dangerous, and it overturned the world on its head whenever it's practiced. It's not practiced by Christians anymore. Look at you. I should be the least. I should be your enemy. You should be loving me. And what do? You do this. I can do this to you. You're not supposed to be doing this to me. I'm not a Christian, right? You are supposed to be trying to love me, not insult my ancestors as you're doing here. Yeah, screw you and your silly, silly children's apologetics. I was a Christian apologist in the Catholic Church for many years. I know all of your bullshit, all of it. And what did it do for me? Made my ego explode. I was living a life that was not in line with the spirituality. I was living in contradiction, but I knew all the answers, and I could certainly convince you. I went around making people twice the son of hell that I was, as Jesus would say. All right, let's see here. There was a show called Cursed. It featured Nimue. It was a good show, Cursed. I'm not familiar with that one. Yeah, you could find her in all kinds of, modern fairy tale and mythology and stuff like that. I think she's a powerful symbol, right, of the element of water. That's why I appreciate her stories. Oh, let's see. You came late, yeah. Yeah, there's lots of deities, right? Which one are you talking about? Jesus needs his, yeah. Jesus, to me, his philosophy, there's nothing like it in the world. And I live that philosophy. That's what I do. I can't speak for other people here. Can I ask you something, brother? Well, certainly. I am here to entertain you in all of your respects, right? Oh, my. Let's see. Can I ask a question, brother? Yes. Does Nimue come with the sword? Well, there's different mythologies about it, different legends, right? Some say she repaired a sword, right? Others say the sword came from her. It depends on what you're reading, really. I think she comes with the sword. The sword is bestowed from a greater plane, right? A greater reality. The sword is hidden within your humanity. It is waiting for you to take it, right? It's waiting for you to reach out, to grab it. I see in every human being purpose hidden, but for whatever reason, people don't want to see their life that way. And they just want to, live for the weekend or live for the end of time or something. They're not interested in finding meaning in their life right here and now. They are disconnected with the idea of the divine, that they have an important role in this mystery of life. It's easy to be a wheel and a clock, right? Don't be that. Live with purpose. Live with purpose, right? Whatever it takes, live with purpose. Yeah, screw everything else, right? Oh, let's see. Who is the Lady Nimue, the Lady of the Lake? Lady of the Lake. Yeah, buy coffee, join Discord. I will annoy you for free. Yeah, you get to see Kurt Cobain here on there. Captain Honky, good to see you, Captain Honky, for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. All right, you are having a pretty good day. Then your social worker says she has to see. All right, well maybe that's a good thing. Good to have people visit you, right? Let's see here. Lady of the Lake, that's right. Our Reiki master is here now. We can get started. All of the energies are flowing. Natalie is here. We appreciate Natalie for all the hard work you do in our community. All right, Ryan, good to see you. And it's Raven's birthday. Happy birthday, Jonathan, to you. Hope you have a wonderful birthday today. Glad that you've been here forever, right? He has been here forever, since the beginning, basically, right? He comes here. He is almost a neighbor. He lives about 4 hours for me, right? And you have purpose in your life, right? And you have a tendency to want to be negative about your life, and you have a right to do that, right? Because you're on the verge of death with your diabetes and all of these problems and difficulties that you're having in your life. You have a right to be that way. And it's quite difficult when you are undergoing a lot of suffering to think positively, right? It is very difficult. That's the sword. You have to take it. She's not going to make you take the damn sword. You have to take the sword. The lady here is just handing it to you. When you're taking up a sword, what happens? You fight, right? You battle, you quest, You have to use the sword. No one's going to do that shit for you. You have to do it yourself. And it's very difficult for people who are suffering, right? Very, very difficult. Let's see here. Um, Send 5. Look at that. Knight of the Cipher is here. He has taken up the sword of generosity. Thank you, my friend. And now all of you have wonderful access to our Discord server. There's a members only tab. Welcome to our community. Let's see here. Used to be awake, now later start for you as well. Yeah. Oh, man. Let's see here. Talk, Depeche Mode, The Cure. Yeah. Rufus. Oh, right. Oh, the good old days, right? Oh, my. You see so many people that need to buy coffee. Yeah. Yeah. As long as coffees are being bought, I will be here for the next 25 years. Even if there's just one, I will be here. Once the coffees are gone, I retire. 25 years. Think about that. Every day I will be here with you. Join the community now. I'm going to be here. I'm not giving up. I've been here for over a year now, and I'm going to continue to be here. And we're doing quite well. We get a few hundred each day, I would say, of subscribers. We're up to probably be at 32,000 at the end of the day. So we're doing quite well. And I appreciate everyone's support being here. All right. Let's see here. Oh, buy a body coffee, become a Bardian. Yes, that they were called the Bardians. That's what some Christians came on here and said. Yeah, they called us the Bardians. I mean, that was funny if you remember that. Some of you were there when they called us the Bardians. Like we are a cult, no doubt, right? But only the best kind of cult. Our orgies are open door and optional. And going skyclad. If you saw my video this morning, skyclad should be always optional. I lead by example. If you want to see, this is a problem that you do have in Wicca. Mostly, I would say, in certain forms of paganism. I have friends that are druids that run around naked, right? And some of in a lot of the Wicca is kind of like a Christian guilt trip. You're not having your penis out. You're not as spiritual as I am, because that was in their teaching. That is the true way to exercise your priesthood, is in the nude. I mean, that's an opinion, right? I see spiritual purpose for clothing. We clothe ourselves with the world because that is what we are meant to do. Clothing brings identity. It brings purpose. It brings guidance. There's a purpose for clothing that is sacred, not just your wiener hanging out. And if you are going to, you want people to be skyclad in your community, you lead by example. You just whip it out. Don't make people feel guilty. Just fly around in their face with it. And that might be an invitation for them. I want to whip out my private parts too. Let's all do this together. So go check out that video I made about Wiccan guilt trips that you'll find early. Some of my Wiccan friends aren't like that. They are quite good and generous people. But there's a reason why Wicca is called bitchcraft, right? There's a reason why it is called that. Some of you heathens know what I'm talking about, right? All right. Discord is lit. Yes. Where are we at here? Oh, my. Trying to get through all of this wonderful conversation here. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind in the chat, but as usual, I will get to all of it. It takes me about 2 hours to get to the bottom at some point. Wow, I'm way behind. Didn't realize how far behind him. So you're like, why isn't he responding to me? Because I'm about 30 minutes behind in the chat. That is why. Sir Flame Drop, our good friend The Long. Wonderful friend, Sir Flame. Lots of nights here today. And MeVR God, good to see you. Good to have you here. Most of it today doesn't have a strong feeling in the music. Yeah, there's a lot of hollowness, I think, in music that you have in our modern period, unlike what you had before, because it's all about performance and showmanship, achievement. American Idol, right? There's no story. There's no power. Anyone can dress up and be beautiful. Anyone could sing a song. but there's power in it. Look at, for instance, who sang "Love Will Tear Us Apart"? Love will tear us apart. That guy who committed suicide, and then they became New Order. What was the name of that band? Do you remember? You know what I'm talking about? Let me look it up real quick. Who sang "Love Will Tear Us Apart"? Love will tear us apart. Let's see here. Uh, Love will tear us apart is by what? It's a wonderful group that I enjoyed when I not love will tear us. Damn, this AI is just an idiot sometimes. Well, is by Joy Division. That's it. Joy Division. Joy Division. Look at this. The guy in Joy Division, he could not sing very well, right? If you listen to his voice, but he could tell a story, right? Uh, his music was quite interesting. Um, this wonderful music that he would play, right? And then he died, his band moved on, right? New Order, right? There's story there. When I listen to New Order, I'm like, wow, right? There's something there that just gets me thinking, right? There are lots of love songs, but all right, I am back here. I just lost a whole shitload of the chat here when I went off to the other screen there. YouTube likes to cut it in half sometimes. Yeah, screw you, YouTube, for doing that to me. How dare you? All of these good people deserve a proper response. Like Trinity Ivy Moon, our good friend, and Prostate Exam. Good to see you. So if you had commented, I didn't respond. That's why YouTube robs me of my comments sometimes. Super Scott is here. Let's see here. You're not religious, but the time when it occurred is interesting. Certainly. The show Curse is on Netflix here. Right now, me and my wife, we are watching American Family. We could not watch that show when we were Christians, right? Now we are no longer Christians. We are watching all of our gay shows, right? And I got introduced to Modern Family by a YouTube short with the gay couple with their adopted child, and I thought it was hilarious. I'm like, I want to watch this show. What is it? And I found it. We are just starting out. It's like 15 years ago. We got like lots to catch up on. But it's an interesting show because this was during a time period when gays were just being accepted, right? And they were adopting children, and they deal with all of the drama of that, and it's quite hilarious. And it's a very entertaining show. There's nothing like there's lots of humor in it. It's very family oriented. If you want to watch it with your children, you wouldn't have any problems, right? There's no like intense sex scenes or anything, right? It's a really good show so far. So that's what me and my wife are watching right now. That'll probably take us about maybe a month or two to catch up with all of that. Let's see here. Yeah, there's a lot of things we couldn't watch when you're Christians, right? But now we are not, so we can watch anything we want without being judged, right? Oh, let's see here. Rage is here. Good to see you. Oh, man. All of these wonderful people here for your spiritual entertainment privilege. 7 days a week I am here. Go up and touch the like button if you are here. Become a community member. Buy me a cup of coffee. Go to the join button. Get all kinds of cool emojis. And we are building a wonderful community. We have a wonderful community of people that's going to continue to grow. And this is really wonderful when you have a dedicated group that believe in what you're doing. And people that are Christian, people who are not Christian, people who don't believe in any deities at all, all kinds of people here under the banner of spiritual entertainment, right? You can be very spiritual and have no deity. It's not difficult because you are spiritual, right? There's people that are atheists who are who practice Druidry. There are people who are atheists that are Buddhists, right? It is not difficult to live in a spiritual way because this is natural to our humanity. The idea that the divine is separated from you, I think, is a terrible and not scientific philosophy. All right. Oh, man. Yeah, Night of Cypher. It's always good to see our good friend Night of Cypher come out, right? he's been a part of our community for quite some time, right? You've been here and we appreciate you being here. Let's see here. All of these wonderful people here. Sobriety to connect to the source. Yeah, that's very important to me. Now, I have to use substances because of my disabilities, but the best times of my life have been sober. And when I meditate, I try to be of a sober mind. Now, certainly when you're driving, in this spirituality, substances sometimes can help. I've benefited from taking magic mushrooms, for instance. That has helped me. But that is not the journey, as Natalie once said, right? The use of the substance is not the journey. It is just a stopping place. Then we need to move on. Uh, you are spiritual, right? It's learning to cultivate that. That is just like a point in your life where you're able to have that moment. And for a lot of indigenous people, that is a sacred time, right? There are sacred events in your life that involve certain substances, and that's not bad, right? Christians drink wine every Sunday, right? Dionysus is still around. Oh, let's see here. Yeah, we have a lot of people here in recovery as well, and I always support that. I really believe in AA and NA, in the 12-step programs. They are wonderful, because when you go to a 12-step program, there's no judgment, right? You go in, there's no one judging. There are people who want to help you. There are people who want to change your addiction into this purpose. When you develop an addiction, you have that's more of a the problem is not in the substance. You haven't been able to get a hold of your sword. You've been taking a fake one up. And so when you get in a 12-step program, it helps you to spiritualize these desires that you have within you, to reorient them, right? And that is always going to be this for you, right? Your spirit, your addiction is transformed now into your path. And I think that is beautiful. Our 12-step programs, when they teach people to put meaning in your struggle, that you're not alone. I mean, people are always addicted to something, right? I was addicted to video games for many years, many years. It had to do, I think, mainly with control. I had issues with control and finding purpose in like fantasy games and stuff like that. And a lot of it, I think a lot of my addiction was fueled by my guilt. I wasn't giving God enough, right? I'm like, well, I'll just play this video game for a certain amount of time, and then I'll start praying again. That type of bullshit. My spirituality was separated from my life. I felt I had to do certain things to be spiritual. I still play games, but not like I used to when I was younger. I certainly had a problem with it. But I was able to walk away from it. I walked away from video games for 3 years. And I don't have the problem. I'm not interested in it anymore like I was, because I finally have something in my life that drives me, that gives me purpose. For instance, like the idea of like a lot of the fantasy games that I would play. I would be the druid or something, right? Now I know how to do that in real life. I don't need a substitution. I don't need a drug. I don't need this false thing that never really fulfills you, right? I mean, for the moment, it makes you feel good, right? But it never really completes that longing in your heart. A lot of people, you get into drugs because you have a longing in your heart. You're just not looking in the right place. And then you get the chemical addiction, and you're stuck with that, right? But it's a longing in the heart. I see a lot of these people. The most spiritual people in the world for me are not the people in the monasteries. It's the people in AA or NA, because they are living it, right? They are living the spiritual battle. They are living the struggle within themselves. And I'm very grateful for you people that are here struggling to make that difficult choice. That's important for the whole world, that you keep your sobriety. That is power. And if you've fallen, go back to it. It will always be there for you. Let's see, where are we at here? Oh my, all of these wonderful people here. You guys helped you literally for 5 or more days crying. Yeah, it's shit happens, right? Our good friend Jonathan here is like on the verge of death. But there's purpose in dying. There's purpose in dying. Yeah, when I would go to old people's homes when I was a clergyman, these people had no hope. I mean, it was terrible. No one gave them hope. They didn't feel that they could contribute to the world anymore. They're like, well, I'm just ready to die. How you die matters. You certainly can contribute to the world. You are the world. You are the manifestation of it. Don't give in to despair, my friends. Fight it. You have the power of hope. That little light dispels a whole kinds of darkness. Just a little tiny light. And that's what you have in you. Turn it into a blaze, a fire. You may have some major stuff having been quite a couple of weeks. Well, we're glad to have you. I always think about you, and people that are in my community. I always keep you in my mind and my thoughts and my prayers and meditation. And we are really glad that you are here with us, Raven, or Knight of Cipher. All right, see. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Gary Player lives close to you. He is 91. The most positive person about aging. Yeah. Yeah. What happens when you are old, right? Nobody thinks you are of value anymore, except maybe your family members, right? If you no longer can contribute to the society. This is an evil teaching that is affecting our societies, right? Go to Canada, right, and get sick. Have you thought about dying? We could do you the service here. We got the wonderful gas chamber express here for you if you wish to go. They want to kill you when you go to the doctor. There's this one lady who is quite interesting. She was sick. She was 80 years old. They're like, have you thought about the gas chamber? We could do this for you. You're costing us a lot of money. See, they don't give a shit about you. It's all about money. That's what you are in some of our societies, right? And she's like, screw you. And what does she do? She takes up the sword here. She's traveling around the world now. She's got a YouTube channel or something. She's traveling around the world telling her story. Now she's 81 years old and she's going out around the world. They want to kill us. If you have disabilities, you are a drain on the economy, right? You are no good to no one. Yeah, fuck you is what I tell these people. All right. Oh my. The new sect of the Bodians, yeah. New and improved. Phallic worship isn't good, but it's lots of fun, I think. Yeah. You might not enjoy it, but other people love phallic worship. Yeah. See, people have been worshiping penises since the beginning of time. I mean, you could go to all of these ancient temples, like Göbekli Tepe. Oh, look at this big pillar here. It's a giant wiener coming out of the ground, right? Why do we like worshiping private parts so much? I don't know, right? But you really do know. You nearly I nearly left early on, but Gwennon helped me to realize I was getting in my own head. We need help sometimes. Yeah, we do. We need each other, right? And we have a wonderful community of people talking on there all the time about life and having a good time, and whatever spirituality is. I practice Druidry. That's my main thing, right? But I do so as a person who I like my ancestors. My ancestors were mostly pagans, right? Paganism to me is there's wonderful stories, wonderful ideas, but I see archetypes. I don't see real beings that my ancestors related to. I see archetypes. I'm more of an agnostic. I certainly believe in deities. I have no doubt. But mostly what we write about them, I think, is psychological. It's manifesting to us in various ways. Oh shit, David! I'm going to need a new pair of pants at some point. Why? What are you doing down there? What are you doing down? That's what I'd like to know, David. Why are you getting in my pants? Stay out of there. That's only for my wife and her boyfriend, not you. The phallic worship? Okay. Now that makes sense. You can worship it all you want to. That's why I have an OnlyFans page, just for people like you. Let's see here. Where are we at? Your sword is stoned, not in the stone. Lewis here, stoned again Christian. He sees instead of the lady of the lake, he says the lady of the hemp. She comes out of the hemp field and hands him a joint. Yeah. The lady of the hemp. Bard, I want my own grove. Well, what's stopping you, right? You have to build the grove within yourself first, right? And then, however, you are able to experience. Not everyone can get into the wilderness, right? I can. I can get out there, but not everyone can. You can bring it to you, though. In my downstairs, in the corner, we have some pine cones and some rocks and things from my grove that we have. There's some feathers, and we light a candle and we do meditation together, right? You can bring that to you. It's a pocket grove, is what I call it. Everyone should, if you are practicing Druidry, you should have a pocket grove at home, right? In some way. Some people, their groves are in their backyard. I got to drive 10 minutes and walk 25 minutes to get to mine, because there's a animal reserve just up the street. They call it a management center. That's where I have my grove hidden in the wilderness out there. Let's see here. It means regeneration. You think so? Father, you want my turtle? You want me to get the tortoise? Is that what you want, David? All right, I'll be right back. I'll go grab her out of her wonderful heated environment. All right. Let's see here. They want the tortoise. Here she comes. Here comes my tortoise. Here is the tortoise, the most elegant creature in the world, and much faster than any hare. Oh, there, oh my, the tortoise, there she is. There's all of your fans. You have so many fans out there, Madam Tortoise. Oh, man. She just wants to go for a run now. All right. I got to put her back in her heat lamp. She gets all frustrated if I don't do that. There you go, Madam Tortoise. Back into the All right. Returning back to you. The lady of the lake there is entertaining you in the background, anyway. Vivian, whatever you want to call her. I don't even know what my ancestors had so many names for ladies and lakes and stuff. So many to count. All right. Oh, so there's the tortoise for your entertainment privilege, my friends. And if you are here, go up and reach out and touch the space right up here, right up there, the like button. That helps me to make a living. All right. When I think I hear Mortal Kombat, yeah, that's what I'm doing there. Oh, what is this person here? His name is, how do you speak on the controversy concerning the sons of God? Pantera's righteous son. You want me to speak on the controversy concerning the sons of God versus the sons of Seth? That's quite easy. The sons of Seth was all made up by Christian tradition. You have to go back to the Second Temple literature to truly understand that sons of God was a very important tradition. The idea of the sons of Seth obviously was influenced by certain Jewish groups that did not want to recognize theosis, divinity, uh, uh, most particularly the Pharisee, right? If you go back to the time of Christ, you had all of these different groups that Jesus was quite critical of, right? Like the Pharisees. He would say, "Isn't it written in your law that you are gods?" Right? They were understanding that in a particular way. But most of the content you would find of Jesus in his community, which were Nazareans. Nazareth is a bad translation. Nazareth never existed. It is a false lie that people came up with to respond to a bad translation about. He was a Nazorian. Nazareans were first temple Jews that wanted to bring back the old traditions, which were Moses becoming white as snow, as light, of Solomon going into the high priest's chamber and of the temple, the Holy of Holies. It was about becoming gods on earth. That was temple worship. But Second Temple was different. They had different agenda that did not allow people to be gods. And this came from mostly their Babylonian captivity. When they were sent back to reestablish their temple, they had to get rid of the monarchy. The monarchy were the gods on earth. If you look at the ancient kings and queens, it's all rooted in the mythology of divine beings on earth to guide us. It's in a very important mythology. Like even the king in my ancestral land now. You know, I remember listening to something. He really believes that he is descended from Jesus, Joseph of Arimathea, and Virgin Mary. He thinks that he believes in that legend. These were all legends for the kings. Or if you go the further you go back, the king is the divine presence on earth. So that the sons of God versus the sons of Seth. Seth is an innovation. The Hebrews believed that there were gods on the earth, and they were part of it, right? They were integrated into the divine council. So there you are, Pantera, a wonderful heavy band from the 80s and 90s, as you call yourself. You are stoned again. You hear rosin better than grapes. Oh man, getting stoned again. Here we are. Where am I at? Where am I at? Shit, I'm way behind. Damn, I'm already an hour behind. The weed game in Massachusetts is unmatched. This timing suits you. I am listening to melodic electronic music, the art of nothing to do. So you like it when I come on around this time rather than early in the morning. It's much better for you. Yeah. I go various times, right? My morning shows seem to be the bread and the butter, where most people are there, the early morning shows. But every now and then I'll do one at an odd time, right? Uh, for whatever particular reason. I'm always here. Saturday, I don't think I'm going to be here, though, because my wife has a family day at her office, and we're going to Busch Gardens. It's like a giant zoo with roller coasters. Now, I can't go on any of that shit. I'm just there to help manage all of the children and to watch the animals. They have a huge zoo there. So I'm going to take a lot of film of the animals there and put it up on YouTube Shorts and stuff like that. But Saturday, I don't plan. I might come in the evening. I might get a bottle of wine to help me deal with, because I can only walk for 3 hours. So I'm going to be in terrible, terrible pain by the end of the day, because I will probably be there about 6 hours. After the third hour, I'm going to be in terrible, terrible pain, like I was last time. You miss the way music used to be. Yeah, we love the old stuff, don't we? Night of Cypher, right? It's get a live resin vape or better. I think I'm going to need a heroic dose for inspiration, right? That could help, right? I don't agree with people making a lifestyle of it, but you do what you want. It's none of my business what you're doing with your life. I'm just an entertainer. But I do not promote substance abuse. I promote sobriety. The highest you can get in life is using all of your senses at 100% and experiencing the world as it is, right? Let's see here. Anything less is turpid up to distill it. You have had a gummy for a month. Wow, that's a powerful gummy. Bard, what is dabud? I don't know. What is a dabud? I don't know what the hell that is. I don't keep up with all of this stuff. You're just listening today, Trinity Ivy Moon. Yeah, you got it. Trinity's got a new D&D game that she found, right? Hopefully you have a lot of fun. American Family is hilarious. Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah, we laugh just about every show. There's laughter, right? Now, I used to watch the gentleman, the patriarch in it, as some of you did, Married with Children. The real family values there, right? Married with Children, right? All of those people went on to be really holistic individuals in the entertainment world, right? Especially the girl who was a bimbo on there. I mean, she went on to be a very powerful individual in terms of her life struggles, right? I forgot what the name of the girl. That's why I was referring to her as a bimbo. That's how she was displayed on the show. You smoke a lot of vapes, but the rosin and diamonds are expensive. Yeah. Let's see here. Plentiful in your lands. YouTube also effed up the sound of your music update. You listen to Soundcard. I don't know what that is. Let's see. You post a video on Discord from the last 420 years. All right, looking forward to that. Kathleen Bliss is here. Oh my. We are now beginning the program when Kathleen Bliss arrives for the spiritual entertainment here with our wonderful friend Nemoe here behind us, right? She's handing you the sword. This is wet t-shirt edition, by the way. I didn't know that. That might freak some people. It doesn't freak me out. It is a symbol of femininity. I don't think it was meant to be inappropriate. The artist here, I think, is showing the gentle nature of the female form, which I think is beautiful in art. One of the things that people get wrong, the women's body in art is usually well done. It's the wieners. The wieners are always like, what's going on with that, Michelangelo? Yeah, what's going on with that? You want to see a proper wiener done right? Watch Night of the Seven Kingdoms. There we go. Some of you know that. All right. Sobriety can include weed? I don't think so. I use weed every day, but when I use it, I am good for nothing. I mean, maybe a good laugh or two. I go right to bed. I don't want to do any work. I take it for medical reasons, and I understand. Like Lewis here, he has got a severe medical condition. He's always pounding down the reefers, right? But for me, it makes me really lethargic, and after a while. Let's see. It's crazy to you that you can block mods. Makes no sense. Oh, I don't know. Weed ain't a drug. Well, all things are drugs. Caffeine is a drug. I mean, depends on how you want to define it. Let's see. You eat weed gummies just to scare yourself with YouTube videos? All right. Discord is a true testament to Natalie. What a G she is. It keeps up with all of it. Yeah, we have a wonderful moderators. All of Vixen, the servant of Anubis, right? And Knight of the Cipher is also one of our moderators. Wonderful moderators. And my grinder buddy, Steve, he's a moderator. Steve is funny because he was kicked out of the show here by one of the moderators for trolling. And then he came back and did some more trolling. And we had a good time with it. And he wanted to come back. Trolling is a lot of. I enjoy trolling, as long as it's if you're not being a dick, that's important. Some people they troll, they're just dicks. I mean, I can't do nothing with that. If you're going to troll, make me laugh, bring me some joy, and I'll run with you. I don't have a problem with it. I like going on. Steve will show me certain websites that he goes to troll on, like these really crazy Christians. And I'll go on there and, will you accept Kedwin into your heart? There was this one preacher that I went on his show here, and he was a black gentleman that was like a Southern preacher, and he didn't breathe. He's like, the Lord is coming, I'm like, someone call 911. He's having an asthma attack. I mean, some of these preachers down here, they don't breathe, and he's got sweat pouring down. I'm like, they blocked me right away for saying that. Oh, let's see here. You aren't seeing Frankie at all? Who's that, Vixen? You get seizures, but it's been a year since your last one, can almost drive again. Halfway there. Well, I hope that you are able to get on that road again, my friend. Yeah, the epilepsy is a terrible, terrible thing. How much shrooms did I did the heroic dose. I went all the way when I did it, and it was a powerful experience, right? Eric de la Poravam. The Brahmins, what do you want to know about the Brahmins, right? We have some good Hindu friends here, right? We have like 20% of my viewers are Hindu, if you didn't know that already, that come on here every day. Hello from India. We appreciate my Indian friends. They love the Bard over there in India. Look at this crazy guy here from the West. And Lauren Harrington, what is the weather today? Good to have you here. Commentary connoisseurs here. Good to see you. You got your morning chores done just in time for your spiritual entertainment privilege here with Nemoe here in the background. Let's see. Where am I at? Kara 5007. Good to see you. Good to have you here, a friend. Good to see you. Bod, cannabis can help people with opioid recovery. Very much, yeah. And alcoholism. You could switch. It's called California style, right? It's helped people to quit drinking. They've gone to the gummies, right? That has helped people, right? Let's see. You think drugs for the experienced mind crawler, mushrooms, DMT. You do not endorse alcohol or heroin. You do not endorse needles. Yeah. I think hard drugs are the real big problem, right? And the marijuana you can't get addicted to, for instance, or mushrooms. But one of the dangers of using DMT and mushrooms and other things is you fry your brain. You may never come back to the world of the living. You'll be in a la-la land forever, right? Kurt Cobain had a terrible voice, a rough tone, but he was a star, yeah. Mofo Popo, you were involved in a car accident with injuries a while back. Back painkillers can be really dangerous. Yeah, they are highly addicted. I have been doing opioids for like 20-something years, 25 years. I can't remember. And this is 1 in 3 people get addicted to them, right? 1 in 3 people. And I am one of the people that does not have the addiction. They don't get me high. They cut off the edge of my pain is what they do, where I can function more properly in the world. Addiction isn't only using substances, it's your relationship with it. You're right. Oath and japa. It's your relationships. The substances aren't bad. It's how you're using them, right? I don't have any problem with recreational marijuana use or alcohol at all. It's what you're doing with it, right? When you're getting your life meaning from it, then it's a problem. If you can't be happy without a joint, that's a problem, right? Or a glass of wine, right? You should be able to experience the world as it is and find joy in it. Let's see. Very insightful bot. You're welcome. You're welcome. You can't stop taking your anticonvulsant. It's not perfect, but it gives a kick for you. Speed is as horrible as meth. Yeah, it is. It is. Wishing you all a good day. Thank you, Kara. Thank you for stopping in for your entertainment here. Yeah, we've been here. We got another, hour or so left. So I'll be with you as long as you are here. Eventually, I got to go pick up my kids from school. I personally don't care what you're doing or what you believe in. I'm an entertainer. I'm just sharing my feelings with things. I'm not your mommy. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I don't care. I'm not Nancy Reagan here. This is not an anti-drug commercial. Yeah. Let's see here. Thanks, Bob. You're welcome. You're welcome. You are a huge addicted personality. Yeah. We all struggle with some addiction. I think. I was addicted to religion. I mean, you could be addicted to anything. You love this world. You are Native American Ojibwa, being spiritual health through a druid on the other end of the country, surrounded by a great community. Wow, what a fantastic existence! Yeah, we got lots of indigenous people here, like Lakota. For you, Trinity, you're Lakota, right? There's Vixen. You I forgot what the native peoples you associate with. Swiftwind, Aquarius, Cherokee, right? Um, there's lots of indigenous people here who have great influence, right? Let's see here. Addictions are crazy. 420. Let's see here. Why is the lady with the blade? She's inviting you to take it. This is the lady of the lake. She's like, taking up the quest. It's here. She's not going to make you take it. This is a state of experience of most people. Your life is filled with purpose, but you're not willing to seek it out. You're either told that you don't have purpose, or for whatever reason, whatever shit has happened in your life, you feel that you don't. These are the terrible conditions that we have, these memories within our humanity, where we feel like we don't have that value within us. And this here is an invitation to take up the sword, to take up the quest. You know, when you watch read about King Arthur, you become King Arthur, right? You become Lancelot. You become the Lady of the Lake. These stories teach you, right? And they should inspire you to seek more in your life. They should inspire you to seek out purpose. They don't always do that, right? But I think the intention of the ancient bards of my ancestors, when they would talk about ladies and lakes, like Cadwin, for instance, it was to help you to go on a journey within yourself. And then out of that within yourself, you experience it in the world. All right. You got a gifted membership. Look at you. We'll love seeing you on our Discord channel. If you are a community member, there's a Discord link in a members only tab now. It's right there. Yeah. Let's see. You met the most beautiful souls recovering while you got your meds adjusted. Yeah. In the psychiatric ward. Yeah. You mean there's Marijuana Anonymous? There's that. Yeah. There are people who develop a psychological addiction to using marijuana. They feel they can't be happy without it, right? That is true. There's people who get psychologically addicted. You can't get chemically addicted to it unless you're like Lewis here. Your body depends on it, right? Lewis is one reefer after another. Yeah, when you see Lewis after he dies, you go by his grave. It smells like someone smoking a joint as he's decaying, because he's made mostly out of reefer smoke. Oh, let's see here. Mindcrawler Godevi here. Let's see. This is your community. You will always be here. Thank you, my friend, Knight of Cypher, for your dedication to this wonderful community that is here. Like I said, I'll be here for the next 25 years, unless the rapture happens and I get taken away by whatever deities, right? You'll all be left behind for the tribulation. Who is eating babies? Oh, shit. What's going on with that? Why do they eat our babies? Who's eating your babies? What are you in some type of third world nation where there's a food crisis? What's going on with that? Oh, your name is Yahweh. That makes sense. I respect the fact that you were a Christian for many years and found your path out. You sound like you arrived, Bart. Good for you. Yeah, it was quite difficult. I had to take up the sword, right? I was telling my doctor. My doctor was he went to a church that he goes to a Roman Catholic church, and he just found out today that I left the church. When I was like, why did you leave? I'm like, because they're assholes. That's why. I didn't get to go into detail about it, but these people were never interested in me as a person, and you will find that out with a lot of religious people. They're not interested in you as a person. How can I prove that to you? Stop believing in their religion, and they will stop talking to you. They don't care about you. They only care about you as long as you believe in their politics or religion. These people, like your local political group that you have that goes out and protests or goes out and meets together to these people, when you say, well, I'm going to change my ideas, they'll tell you to go screw yourself. They won't be interested in you as a person. Politics and religion today is a false ideology of unity. It brings a false unity. It's terrible what we have out there today. And I'm talking about both sides of the coin, the conservative element or the progressive element. These are two types of assholes that are out there that don't care about you. They only care about you as long as you're doing their politics or religion the way they want. Once you stop, you see how much they were dedicated to you as a human being. They won't be interested in you anymore. That is the sad truth. And that's what I shared with my doctor. Like they're not interested in me. Once I left, I never got a phone call. Maybe one or two people. I mean, one lady came on to my show and said I was possessed by the devil. I mean, I'm an entertainer. I've always done this. When I worked at the church, I was an entertainer. This is entertainment. But I am possessed by the devil now. All right. Let's see here. There are some miserable seniors out there. Yes, there is. Right? They don't believe in life anymore. They've gone really bitter. Get off my lawn, damn it. Why do you worship Baal? Well, what kind of balls are we talking about here? Are we talking about testicles? Or are we talking about the deity known as Baal? The Lord of the Flies? You have flies on your testicles. Well, that's not what I'm into. Would you try an antichrome? I don't know what that is. Antichrome to me is a place in the Forgotten Realms. See, you butchered that. All right, where am I at here? Good manners here. Yeah, I try to be courteous to all people. ELP, good to see you. Good to have you here for your spiritual entertainment in the morning. Like and subscribe, my friends. I do this every day. I am here for you, for your entertainment privilege. Every morning there's content. You go, you see all kinds of YouTube shorts that I've released this morning. It's all there. And go check out my the one about being skyclad. You'll get a laugh out of that. Let's see here. Pantera's righteous son. The fallen angel is Baal Herman El of the mountain, Mount Hermon. Yeah, you've been, Pantera's righteous son, you've been reading a lot of Dr. Michael Heiser, haven't you? Hail Shiva Lingas. Oh my. Oh my. All of our ancestors were pagans. Yeah. There are no fallen angels. Let's see, where am I at here? Oh my goodness, here. Oh shit! My screen's here? My screen just turned all blue. Body parts. I wish my knees were better. I try to stretch more often. Yeah, that helps, right? Whatever you can do. OMG is Mary from Walmart. It's Mary from Walmart. That's who you are, Mary from Walmart. Nice to see you. Yeah, I go there for my circus entertainment. Me and my children, we don't have a lot of money to go to the theater. So I take him to Walmart to look at all the bizarre people. I'm like, oh, no, he's not a plumber. He just doesn't know how to put his pants on. Yeah, he's a little bit too big for his britches. Yeah. You don't even have to go to, like, if you want to go to a gentleman's club, which I don't appreciate those things. You can just walk down Walmart and, there's people there that have their breasts hanging out and everything. It's a big, like, circus freak show if you go to a Walmart down here in the South. I made a joke about the person who took their alligator in there as a, one of those psychological pets. You have an alligator going through Walmart. And I'm like, who the hell gave this person an alligator to have as a therapy pet? I mean, that's ridiculous if you think about it. Now, because you when you have a service animal, it helps you to take your medicine. If you're having anxiety, it'll start licking your hand. What the hell can an alligator do? I mean, what is it going to do for you if you missed you're having an anxious moment where you start twitching and stuff? How is it going to stop you? It's going to take a bite out of your ass. That's what it's going to do, right? What there's no service. How can a alligator be a service animal? I mean, it's outrageous, right? Oh, look at here. Welcome our new friend here. Thank you for joining as a community member. I appreciate you buying me a coffee. Kathleen, nice to have you. Kathleen Bliss is now, there'll be a members only tab on my channel, and you can get the Discord information there. And if you have any problem, just send me an email. My email's on the About Me, and we'll get you on there. Oh, let's see. People used to worship a small stone-shaped penis. Yeah, they did. Still do. Oh, my. Be careful. Your wife will be respected. Yes, damn it. Someone's talking about my wife, I kick you out. My wife is the goddess. Yeah, people had a hard time with that. When I was in the church, there would be like Christians that don't understand, like Orthodox and Catholics. They'll say, do you worship Mary? I will say, yeah, but I worship my wife more. They don't understand what worship means. They're thinking of rituals and stuff. When you worship someone, you are giving them all of your heart and affection. And there's no greater person in this world that I do that is my wife. Even more when I was a Christian, the Virgin Mary. The goddess to me is in the face of every lady. And most and foremost, my wife. That's where I find my veneration and devotion going to. Satan was present in the delivery room. Damn it. Oh, my goodness. You have a lot of swords. Your favorite one is in your pants. The Gen 5 Glock 47. Look at you. Look at you. Oh, my goodness here. Did anyone check out Mafra? I didn't have an opportunity to do that. I'm sorry. Yeah, send me the link or something on Discord. I'm still at the tortoise part. You see how far behind I am in the chat? I'm at the tortoise part. I remind you of the guy in Walmart called you ma'am. I'm not a ma'am. Oh, don't do that shit here. I'm not interested in that bullshit. I think you people are an insult to the transgendered community, going around whining and bitching about your pronouns and shit. There are real people trying to find acceptance in society, and then you have you assholes going around being dicks to people. Yeah, screw you. All right. Oh, my. She reminds you of the never-ending story. Oh, the tortoise. The tortoise. All hail the tortoise. Yeah, every lady has a lake in it. Yeah, I would say that. My ancestors understood places that they went to. They changed the nature of it, right? By giving it purpose, by giving it meaning. I have some of you have seen it. I have a natural spring in my grove that has alligators in it. I don't know why they want to live in it. It's so small. But that is alive to me. I look at it as a gateway to the other world, as a boundary, a connection. to honor him. Is that the sun or a moon behind a lady? I don't know. I'm not sure. I found this art this morning. I'm like, that's beautiful. Because I on Pinterest, I go, show me some real images of goddesses, not the AI versions. Because I like making the art come alive in various ways. I don't have a problem with people making AI art. But what I do is I take natural art and I make it come alive in my YouTube shorts. Let's see. Lady Tortoise is your deity. Yeah. Oh, Tron, poof. There was a bunch of people claiming to be the Messiah at the time. Yeah. And to this very day, right? You had a group of, you know those Hasidic Jewish people, the ones that wear all they look like they're Amish, right? One, probably about 50 years ago or something like that, maybe 100, I don't know. They had a huge following of a man they believed to be the Messiah, who was doing miracles, raising the dead, all of that shit. And they continue to proclaim him. Some of them still believe in him. I don't remember the name of the person. But the idea of a Messiah is not new. It's been going on forever. And to say there's only one, I think is ridiculous. You've been through the desert on a horse with no name. Who sang that? He had a reefer in his hand. Depeche Mode got that line from Priscilla Presley's autobiography. Your Own Personal Jesus is about how Elvis found her in post-World War II 50s. Really, very interesting. I thought they were making fun of Christians. Because if you watch the video, Your Own Personal Jesus, they are going to like a whorehouse and everything. Like, yeah, that's what they do. Their own personal Jesus doesn't mind. Is dying before being given your last rites a fearful thing for Catholic believers? Yes. Not all of them. But you certainly, because what does the priest give you in the last rites? Remission of temporal punishment for your sins. The God is pissed off at you until the priest takes all the punishment away from you with the last rites. So that's very important that people get that, because they don't want to be punished. You see how terrible it is? The idea of a last rites. You have this God who's an asshole, he's getting ready to punish you. Oh, but I give my priest some power. He could take all of your punishment away. You people can't see how much of a scam that is. I mean, it's ridiculous. It makes God look like an asshole. That's why I'm not Catholic. I mean, it's terrible. It's sad. There's people who want their God to be an asshole. They love going and giving their indulgences. I mean, it's really ridiculous. Christianity is bad for people you believe who are trying to be good. Yeah. What does it teach you? That God wants to kick your ass, basically. That you're not worthy. Right? I think it's a terrible belief system. But I don't think Christ is terrible. If you look in all of the resources, there's good stuff in there. Obviously edited, right? But there's good teaching in there that I think has stood through time and has brought hope to people. At least in my case. Liam, nice to see you. We are dinosaurs here. All right. You love Pantera growing up? Let's see here. Shit, I just lost a bunch of comments again. Damn it, YouTube. Why do you do this shit to me? Where am I at? Oh, let's see here. Yeah, YouTube just took all my comments away again. Oh, darn it. Let me see where I'm at here. I see our good friend from the land of Wales is here. Blake, good to see you. Oh, all right, I found my place again. I found it. Today you built a stand, look at you, for your bathroom floor. You'll have floor heat. Look at you. You're into carpentry. What a wonderful trade, right? That's something AI will never replace. These trades people that we have, they're always going to be needed, right? Bard, have you ever not tried using the mirror option? If a LMM, it's amazing. What is the mirror option? Standing in front of the mirror naked? I don't know. What you mean by that? The mere option. Oh, where are we at here? It pulled you in again, the D&D. The woman in the background looks like your sister. Well, she probably is, because she's from Wales, right? She probably is your sister. Hopefully your sister's not wearing T-shirts like this around your house. That would be weird, right? Um, let's see. It's common here in Sweden to look in the mirror naked. Yeah, Christina Applegate. Yeah, that was the lady, right? Yeah, she had a lot of struggles in her life. She's a wonderful person that through her struggles has, been this person who gives meaning now to others, right? Married with Children is still hilarious. Yeah, you still watch the reruns, right? One time you didn't sleep for 10 days because that would be way too long. Oh, shit. Oh, my goodness. You're looking forward to having a wife. That's a good vision, right? You have no sexual offense at the picture in the background. The only problem I am is being single. Yeah. Yeah. One of the problems for the men is not treating women like objects. You can certainly butcher the art, right? Let's see here. Where are we at here in the chat? Oh, let's see. Leah, hope you had a good Easter there. Ahmed, of course. We had pizzas. It was a great Easter. Oh, where am I at here? All of these, you've seen that preacher. He is going to give himself a arrhythmia. Yeah. The Lord said, please, the Jesus. And he came down. Oh, man, see, I would have to hit my inhaler after that shit. Oh, man. Oh, I should throw one of these at him. Yeah. I mean, I can't, these Southern preachers like that. I'm like, call 911. How do you breathe? How do you do it? All right. Oh, let's see here. Satan's lettuce gives you a psychic break, but funny enough, parsley gives you a high rush. A little bit of parsley will do you good, right? Oh, let's see here. Oh my goodness here. Hard drugs and low-key chemical warfare. Probably, yeah. Opioids destroyed your life. Well, you're still here. You're not destroyed. Opioids was a dark time in your life, but now you are living appropriately, right? It is a memory. It doesn't define you. It didn't destroy your life. Bad things happen, but your life is not over. Your life is not over. Don't let that dark time in your life dictate your final experience of the world. Right? Start living life now. No matter how much bad shit you've done in your life, that doesn't need to define what you're going to do right now. Don't let it. Don't give up. Say, well, screw it. I'm just evil anyways. No, that's a terrible way to believe in it. You always have someone believing in you, right? What you are made of good stuff. It's not difficult for you to do what is right. All right. Okay, we do recover. Look at that. We do recover. Pantera, you got timed out for that. Watch what you say. Yeah, don't be a dick. Let's see here. Where are we at? Hello, Bruce Bowling. Good to see you, our good friend. For your spiritual entertainment here. Going into the almost afternoon here. Almost there. Arthritis and back sucks. Yeah, it does. It's terrible. The Anashabi are here as well. Ooh, look at that. People say man and woman were made in God's image. Then why are women unholy a certain time of the month? That doesn't make sense to you. Oh, man. Well, we all have our struggles, right? This is the People's Liberation Army ground force from China. Hello, comrade. Yeah. Let's see. You got all kinds of people here from all around the world, right? Yeah, women are too powerful. That's right. We need to start putting them back on our walls, cave paintings, right? Start worshiping the ladies, right? You find your greatest purpose and the pursuit of the opposite, right? Finding the lady in your life or within yourself or in your religion or in the earth. The lady is always here reaching out in some way. God demands a sweet sacrifice to go into his lungs, a burnt offering. Yeah. Sick, right? Oh, let's see here. Yeah. I know there's super potheads. I'm a pothead. My body smokes weed. It's its job. Yeah. Like Lewis here. He is the universal reefer man. Universal reefer man, Lewis. You prefer being sober, but people who are some of your best friends, on and off addicts, yeah, it's good to be there for them. Sometimes people need that sobriety in you, right? To be your best. Jesus was crucified for breaking the law. When he tells you to obey the laws of the land, yeah, that's what they'll tell you. It doesn't say why he was crucified at all. The people come up with their own conclusions. Historically, Romans did not crucify people unless you were insurrectionists, not petty deities or Jewish folk heroes or thieves. There's no thief on the cross. That's a bad translation. There's no thieves on cross. They were insurrectionists. They were people trying to overthrow the government. And how did the Christ do that? By telling people the least is the first, being a servant to all. That was unacceptable. Now, we can't fathom that. You have to understand the context of the time. That was unacceptable. You know, if you are a Norse pagan, think of Valhalla. Valhalla was the standard, being the powerful warrior. If you were to say, no, these people here, we must love them, that aren't weak and that are weak and not strong. They are greater than us. We are in service to them. That was unacceptable for tribal communities. You had to be like Hercules or else. And he was saying, no, Hercules ain't shit. That's what he was saying. He did something very radical that changed people in loving the neighbor, loving the enemy, loving the weak, loving the rejected. People did not do that shit. And Christians aren't doing that shit today. And not the majority of them, right? If they were, the world would be a different place. If people were really followers of the teaching of loving your neighbor as yourself, of the least being the first, the world would not be the way it is, right? This idea that you're a Christian because you have certain ideas in your head, your ideas don't do shit for you. You think they make you right with your God? You think you're going to scam him? You know, why are you here? I have the right ideas. God isn't interested in your ideas. How about Jehovah's Witnesses? Well, as I said, they haven't been back since I went to the door naked. They have not returned. Now, here's a way. If you find that the Jehovah's Witnesses, some people, you find that Jehovah's Witnesses are a nuisance, as I did. I didn't mind talking to them, but they're not interested in me. They just keep coming back because they want to bump up their numbers, right? The best way to respond to them is answering the door skyclad with all of your private parts hanging out. They'll never come back. They'll put a mark in their book. We can't go there. He showed us his wiener. That is the best way to respond to Jehovah's Witnesses. If you find them a nuisance, is they will keep coming to your house until you give them a reason where they feel you're unreachable, because they're not. They act like they care about you. Can we come over and bring you some coffee and have a study? Yeah, well, why can't you just come over and have the coffee? Because they're not interested in you. They're only interested in, recruiting you. Yeah. When I go out preaching the good word of Caledwin, I don't care what you believe in. I'll go in and have a cup of coffee with you. I'll hang out with you. If you want to come to the cauldron of the goddess, you're more than welcome to. Oh, man. Here goes Liam here. He's getting all crazy with his Christianity, as usual. Yeah. He was disrupting the status quo, teaching women that they were divine. Yeah, if you look in one of the Gnostic literature, they preserve, I believe, some of the memories of the original Christian community. And who is the leader? A lady, Mary Magdalene, right? That was unheard of at the time. That was not done. And you go to other places in the Bible, they continue this tradition of misogyny. Like the Apostle Paul, what does he say to the women in Corinthians? Shut up, bitch, and sit down. You're not teaching here. And that's what he teaches, right? Oh, let's see here. Oh, point out your accounts. I mean, yeah. I totally think we should legalize sex workers in America. Americans are prudes, but it's legal in Las Vegas. Now, I'm against it myself. Some of you might be sex workers. I don't know. Every now and then when I low on cash, I go out and prostitute myself. But it's humiliating, because seriously, sexuality to me is one of the most sacred and wonderful things about what we are. It reveals, it continues this mystery of what we are. It is a beautiful and wonderful thing. I think that we need to rediscover. So I'm against. I don't care what you're doing. If you want to be a sex worker, that's your life. But I think when I see a sex worker, I don't like people using them as an object. I think you're more than an object, and people that want you just for sex. Now, this can happen in your own bedroom with your husband or boyfriend or girlfriend or wife or whatever, treating the other as an object. That's something, if you get married, you have to learn to overcome your tendency to do that. Young people, when you get married, you just want to get laid, right? You don't, loving that other person comes with time. When you see that person and value that person, and that's when your sexuality becomes a real powerful experience. When you're able to love that person with your body, not because they are putting out, but you're giving your body to them and they're giving your body to you. That is achievable in every relationship when you get beyond the natural drive to just want to get off with the survival instinct of procreation. When you find the person that is receiving your love, that is a very powerful thing. And not everyone gets there, right? I'm very grateful that, in my marriage, to be able to love my wife, not for what she does, but for who she is, and to be able to experience that. It's a wonderful thing that I've tried to teach my children that about sexuality. And I've tried to teach them to steer their sexual desire to something higher, to go beyond the primordial, to make it something beautiful and wonderful, and not just a thing where you're just getting off, right? Let's see. Talking to people, they are used to dominate people in conversations. Yeah, that happens a lot, right? There's always someone wanting to dominate you in one form or another, right? you worship balls. I believe that about you. I believe that about you, my friend. He worships the balls. Yeah. The more, the better. Right? Oh, let's see here. The original dad. Is that how you see it? The Substack is on point. You saw my Substack, my last one? Yeah. My Substack is my notes for my topical things that I do. A couple times a month, I'll have a topic. Like yesterday, we talked about that, right? About having a better form of life, manifesting a better form. I made a video about that 2 days ago. Let's see here. Where am I at? Your knees are killing you. Well, what have you been doing? Oh, my goodness. It's probably not prayer, right? You put some biofreeze on. Well, I can only imagine. Yeah. Oh, let's see here. Where am I at? Oh my goodness. Ball he dad? What the hell does that mean? I'm so lost by what you're talking about, Pantera. Yeah, I can't. He's talking. People, when they read Dr. Michael Heiser's works, which is works about the book of Enoch and the sons of God, about seeing the divine counsel, looking at the Bible in a more spiritual context. That's what he's talking about here. People are all getting a boner when all these Christians, oh, Dr. Michael Heiser. Dr. Michael Heiser was wonderful, and he had brought biblical scholarship to a new experience in the world. I think that's an important conversation. But he was a fundamentalist. He wouldn't go beyond. He couldn't go beyond the Christian dogma to develop his thought a little bit deeper. For example, El Shaddai. El Shaddai he doesn't see that as a female. He doesn't recognize her as a member of the divine council that is leading the Hebrew theology, the Hebrew myth, bringing people to a greater experience of the divine as a nurturing being. In the context of the culture, El Shaddai is the many-breasted one, the one that has a fertility covenant with Abraham, right? He would never acknowledge that. He was a fundamentalist. Sent gold coins. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. Oh, man. The person, conversational nature is met with the impetus being offensive and irritable. They aren't interested in any points or conversations here. When someone comes and knocks at your door with their religion, the chances are that they don't give a shit about you or ever will. They have an agenda, which is not about you. It's about bringing you into an ideology that they're enslaved to. And the Jehovah's Witnesses, they are terrible. They're a terrible organization. They're one of the top 10 worst organizations of religion because they want to control you. They don't care about you. Look how they act, right? You can't even use the damn internet without the elders telling you what you can watch. The Watchtower Society, right? Oh, let's see here. Some time in nature would do you some good. Yeah, get out there today, as Natalie has suggested here. Get out there, Pantera. Go out and find the divine all around you. Oh, let's see. If you differ from them, you enrage them. Yeah. Yes, balance is the key with everything. El of the mountain. No, that's not what it means. See, Dr. Michael Heiser would not accept modern scholarship that, the Hebrew lexicon has been greatly enhanced from the Ugarit. And the Ugarit is where the Hebrews got their religion. And El had a lady, right? He had 70 sons. He wouldn't acknowledge that. El Shaddai. It's not storm god of a mountain. Shaddai means breasts. God with breast. El Shaddai, boobies. That's what that means. But you want to translate it into something else because God can't be a woman for you. But you should listen to Ariana Grande. She knew it the whole time. You remember hearing about that? Walmart is the worst place to go. People in there are strange. Yeah, the crazy shit goes on there. One of my favorite pastimes going to Walmart is finding a dirty diaper in the parking lot. This happens. It's disgusting, right? Who does that shit, right? Dirty diapers in the parking lot. Walmart. That's where you will find it. It's really disgusting, right? But it's there. That's Walmart for you. Walmart does that shit. Oh my, where are we at here? Yep. Reminds you of the guy they arrested after he went through the drive-thru at McDonald's on a horse. They took his license because of a yeah, you can't be driving even on a lawnmower, right? If you've been drinking, you can't do it. Shaddai is a goddess. Yes, she is. Jesus did start a church. It's in Matthew. How do you know Matthew was talking about Jesus? You don't. You're assuming that this is historical writing. It is not. It's mythology. Matthew is writing a mythology. Now, people who believe in Matthew, if you are a Christian person, he says you should follow all the laws. He says if you don't, you are called least in the kingdom of God. So not just 10 commandments. You got to go out and stone people like me. Stone the witch. Burn me alive. Walking through the garden, Judas took the hand of Christ, brought Jews, allowed them to rise out of the land. Let's see. Starts it off rock cliff, mountain, cave of Pan. It wasn't cave of Pan till later on. It was known as an entrance to the other world amongst Middle Eastern people. The Greek understanding was put upon that. It wasn't Pan's later. The Orthodox and Catholics both disagree with everything you teach. Yeah, and I don't give a shit. I don't care. That's why I left the church. I'm no longer part of that. See, El is a goddess. Yeah, you think it's funny because you're not interested in modern scholarship. You want to keep repeating the bullshit that is enslaved you. But modern scholarship has no problem distinguishing all of these different deities in the Bible like El Shaddai. You knocked her up 8 times. Either you love each other or just real nasty. One or the other. I'm a freaking heat. A dog without warning. I got an appetite for love. Hopefully some of you never listened to that song, right? Some of you is like, oh shit. You remember that, right? Let's see here. Oh, we're not interested in freeing the Palestinians. They're not enslaved. I don't know what... You people in your politics are really ridiculous. We need to, like little doulas, show proof you have a grove. I have. Go to my videos. Go to my videos section. All of my Druidry teachings are from my grove. It's all there. I've done documentation on it. All there, sir. If you want to see my grove, I did a stream from there on Sunday morning. I was there for your Easter service. I did it from my grove. It's all there. Why do I have to prove it? I literally live stream from my grove, yeah. Am I ready to be judged by the Antichrist? No, because as his false prophet, I have not achieved the proper quotas yet for soul recruitment. So I'm still working on that. Tell the Antichrist, just give me a little bit more time as the false prophet here and trying to recruit people into the kingdom of darkness. So good old Bruce Almighty will be able to stop us. Oh, man. Lori is here. And let's see here. Hey, Laura, are you still here? I know you were here earlier. I forgot to greet you. I saw our good friend Laura. No Labels Laura was here. Good to have you here. Oh, Penteris he's read Dr. Michael Heiser and he keeps repeating it over. I used to teach that shit on here a long time ago. I'm miles behind in the chats. Yes, and I'll get to all of them. I could, if I wanted to, go another 15 minutes if I need to. But once I get to the bottom, I'll call it a day. But I know that I'm still probably 20 minutes behind at least. Oh, man. I got the launcher but lost your online purchasing privileges. Oh, man. Let's see here. Shit, where am I at here? It's trying to scroll through all of this. Damn, I'm still way behind. I am. But I'll get to it. I'll get to it. Let's see here. Giant stones are located. No one cares. No one calls. He's talking about his penis now, of course. That's what they always go for the penis. Adam, PMW. Good to see you, our good friend. Hope you're doing well. Always nice to see you, Adam. Let's see, aliens. Oh shit! What do we got going on here? The original goddess is the moon. Yeah, primordial goddess is the moon. Storm god of the mountain. Yes, hit the like and subscribe button if you are here for your spiritual entertainment privilege. Like and subscribe. I do this every day I am here. And tomorrow, what is tomorrow? I'll be back probably about 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be here in the morning tomorrow. Thursday, 9 a.m., Friday, 9 a.m., and then Friday night, D&D night, my D&D channel. I'm thinking about bringing that shit back here, because my algorithm has worked its way back to where it should be. Thinking about just bringing the D&D stuff back here, because hardly anybody ever watches it over there. So it's not serving its purpose. Oh, let's see here. 5 days was your max. Oh, that sounds like fun. Where are we at? Truth is your duty. Well, the problem with your duty is you are creating your own version of truth that makes you feel good about yourself. That's the problem with these people who want the truth. Yeah, you want the truth, but you're using a truth that you're comfortable with. And when you encounter someone with differences, right? They become your enemy or something worse, right? Oh man, let's see here. The little boy on Oprah and the other. Oh, that guy is funny. That little preacher kid on Oprah. Whosoever does not believe in me shall be destroyed. That little kid on Oprah. Now he's a heathen, right? He doesn't go to church at all. But back then, his father had brainwashed him. I mean, that was terrible. Kid was getting kicked out. It's terrible when your parents use you for their agenda, right? You know, that's brainwashing. I have no problem with teaching your children your religion. But that father was living his religion out through his child, making all the children in school hate him and stuff. That was terrible. He could not be a kid. He went on to leave his religion eventually, if you follow his story. But that's funny as hell if you watch that on Oprah. I mean, that is ridiculous. The experience he was. You can visit the ruins. Not interested. Why don't you visit the ruins, Mr. Truth? You can visit the ruins. Well, tell us what you do when you were there, right? Every country has ruins, yeah. Nobody is innocent. We all have to look the eye to eye with our shadow self. Yeah, we've all got our own bullshit. And a lot of the things that we have chosen is because we didn't know better. We thought that was the best we could do. It was the heat of the moment. Some of us have made terrible and evil decisions, but that doesn't have to define you. Don't be a Richard Cranium. All right. He's still trapped. Pantera's like, he's stuck in this book world. Yeah. He's trying to convert us to Michael Heiserism. It's a reference to a joke Bob made when I first joined. Oh shit! I can't keep up with all the comedy. Oh, let's see here. Hall of Ball, pagans. We are scaring you here, all of us pagans. Yeah. We need a poll. Father Bod, I have a question. I'm guessing at some point you have come across the meditating guy wearing the pyramid serpent headdress. Yeah, I saw him like last week. Like, I need to do that shit. You ever see the guy with the gloves who's doing like karate and shit all the time? Now that guy, I'm like, why does he have like 500 people watching him? He's walking around with gloves. Is he like doing Michael Jackson impersonation or something? But the guy, I watched that guy at the pyramid meditating on his toilet. I'm like, what the hell is this all about? I got to start doing that. I'm going to go to my toilet and meditate today. It's interesting that what the stuff that draws us in, right? Yeah, I think, well, my thoughts are that he's bizarre, right? That's my thoughts. That he's doing it obviously for entertainment purposes. You know, if he's really like that in real life, I mean, that's strange, right? Could you imagine going over to his house? He's on the toilet doing his meditation. But he has a huge following, right? There's a lot of people that are interested in his he channels or something, right? He channels. Yeah, not everyone that you can channel is nice, and you shouldn't take people these beings seriously, because they will humiliate you and make you look dumb. You have to use discernment when you're channeling, right? Not everyone who shows up has your best interests in mind, and will lie to you. You'll think, oh wait, I found someone on the dial up here. Oh, it is the last prince of Atlantis. He has got a message for us, right? Sure, it was. Always, if you are a channeler, you have to use wisdom and discernment, right? Because these beings that come around, that not all of them care about you. They're just using you. Yeah, that guy is weird as F. Yeah. Hercules versus Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh would win. Gilgamesh would win. Knock, knock, knocking at your front door. Yeah. That's Jehovah's Witnesses song by Guns N' Roses. He defeated a constellation. Yeah, he is powerful, right? Hercules and Gilgamesh. Yeah, didn't he turn down immortality or something? I can't remember. Solomon Andrew, good to see you. Ancient white culture worshiped the storm god of Hermon. Oh, great. We got one of these freaks here. You know, the black Hebrew Israelites, a bunch of racist bastards. Always want everything to be black all the time. You know, God is about diversity. He's not about having a special color of people. If there is a creator deity, he likes to make lots of colors. And to say that this is the superior is the idea of your chosen race, I think, is utter bullshit. There is no chosen race. We are all chosen. We are all important. Yeah, the Ku Klux Klan does the same bullshit as the black Hebrew Israelites. Same thing. They use the Bible to spin their racist bullshit. You got smoked salmon is your favorite? Oh, man. Oh, let's see here. You know, you're a woman at work in the world today. Look at you, Solomon. Keep up that, sister. Keep those corners going. You want to buy coffee monthly? The bard's wife will put him to the corner. Yeah, if you don't buy me coffee, my friends, my wife will insist that I enter prostitution. She's already been okay with it. I'm like, I would never do that to her. She's like, I'll have no problem prostituting you out. I'm like, really? I would never do that to her, no matter how poor. She's like, I'll have no problem doing that to you. She'll put me to work. In just the cloak too, yeah. Yeah, I'll stand out in front of the local Walmart with all of my private parts on in a cloak. See how much money I can make. In a cotton sock, yeah. Cover it up. Oh, let's see here. Save yourself, yes, please. Oh, man. Let's see. Where are we at? Artemis? Oh, she's fun. Oh, man. Where are we at? Someone got a DUI and a bicycle. Yeah. You can't be on anything being intoxicated, right? You can even walking around in public intoxication. Remember when you were a teenager? MIPs, minor in possession. Anybody get an MIP out there, right? Did you get caught by the police? You are a minor in possession. Are priests still friendly with you? I have some clergymen are friendly with me, yes. Some, not the one I worked with. That's what it is so sad to me. Humans are a lot better than what our leaders act up. Yeah, we are. We are certainly. Yeah, if you're an invader from another world, don't look to our leadership for humanity. You got to go to the grassroots. Jesus' dad was a lesbian Roman soldier from Sidon. Okay, all right, if you insist. Let's see here. Scrolling through. I'm almost there. I'm catching up. When I get to the end, we'll call it a day. If I get there. That last comment, I will call it a day. Because I've been at, well, almost 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah. Yeah. Spiritual entertainment 7 days a week. I'm always here for you, my friends, to have a conversation. Yeah, think about liking and subscribing if you enjoy what I do. There's always content here, and there will be for the next 25 years. So think about becoming a community member. Go to the join button, buy me a cup of coffee. You get access to Discord and my OnlyFans page. Because everyone's talking about private parts on here all the time. Let's see here. Where are we at here? Oh, man. That's the problem. You're selfish. You want to know it all. Yeah, tell them, Natalie. Tell them. You have so much fun playing D&D. Yeah, it's a wonderful game, right? We have a really good time on there. It's one of those things in the world that bring people together to have a laugh, to have memories. Yeah, people that play D&D, you always get wonderful memories when you're in a community of people that are playing the game. There's always someone that has a story to tell, right? Oh, let's see here. Let's see. Interesting conversation. Yeah. It's always interesting on here. We never know what's going to happen on here. Don't forget to wipe. Yeah, that's very important. Thank you, John. When you're taking a shit, it's very important, especially if you believe in the rapture, right? To wipe your ass, because when you're raptured out, what's left? Your clothes. And could you imagine? All of us people are running around during the tribulation with the Antichrist. We go, look, Christian pants. What's in there? Skids. I mean, what a tribulation experience. Encountering all the skids of your underwear. Thank you, John, for reminding people to wipe your asses. Let's see. James Tabor. Yeah, he's interesting. Why do you think you're a Christian? I don't care why you are. A lie is a lie when we both believe it is. Okay, what does that mean? A lie is a lie when we both believe it is? You have to give me some context to the Martin Bailey techniques, like your life depends on it. Yeah, we must do this. Where you're engaged in warfare. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to win someone to your religion, then you need to live it, not talk about it. Talking should come after. When they say, "Why do you live such a way?" Then you have the conversation, right? Christian Metodoviv is here. You like Jesus? Well, good for you. Good for you. The future will make all the arguments for me. Not if you're not living it. If you have no substance in your life, there's no story going to be told about you, sir, other than the fact that you talked about your religion. You see, that doesn't do the world any good. You have to have an example in your life. Oh, let's see. Yeah. The Christians are supposed to be those who follow the teaching of Jesus, not being dicks. Yeah, I agree. You're the seventh son of the seventh son. Any advice I should get from you? Wear pants when you're driving today. That can get messy. Yeah, they twist the words. Yeah, they're not interested in authentic conversation. Yeah, I agree. Not till grade 11. Well, we don't talk to children here. If you are under the age of 18, you are not welcome. We don't talk to children here. This is for adults. People talk about wieners. Yeah, you have to be careful. I remind you of your bro, Haki Banavai. What does that mean? Knight of the limp wiener? Yeah. Oh, man. Let's see here. Where am I at? Oh, scrolling through here. Oh, yeah. Oh, lots of rude people. Word salad. A streak on your skid marks? Yeah, you got to be careful with that. Benny, good to see you. Streaming later than usual. Yeah, I am. I had to go to a doctor this morning. Why? You want to know why Christians are so mean? Because they're so empty inside. That's why. When your understanding of divinity is an asshole, you will be one too. You are not fulfilled, and they have to go around being assholes to everyone, because that's all that's inside of them, and it's sad. Token the Pirate Raccoon, formerly Token Bert Raccoon, is here. Good to have you here, our friend. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. You are 35, not into elbows. Well, everyone has the fetish, right? For you, it's not elbows. What do you go for, right? Knees. So when you were younger, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. That was a booty call for you, right? When you got to the knees, you were like, "Oh shit, I'm into the knees." Yep. Psychedelic Jesus. Ooh. Oh man, where are we at here? You think it's funny you still call them Christians? How dumb. Oh, what are you supposed to call them? What are you supposed to call them, Mister? I know everything about religion. That's what people see as you right now. I mean, you're just like a broken record. Maria, Christ fulfills you completely, sir. I'm not into your religious perversions, madam. Uh, I'm not into that stuff. Whatever you're into, I'm not interested. Jesus to me is a wonderful being, not a sexual experience. So you take that shit somewhere else, and your strange perversions here. We don't do that shit here. Oh man, see, his name was Tok. Really, I think a lot of changes were made to the Bible in the middle. Oh, way before that. I mean, it kept happening. Yeah, I mean, we have all of the documentation and evidence for the editing. I mean, look at the Old Testament. 10 centuries after Christ, it was still being edited, right? Why do you find it necessary to make a mockery of Christianity? I'm not. You're the one screwing Jesus, not me. You're the one mocking it. I have no problem with Jesus at all. Just because I'm not screwing him like you are doesn't mean I'm mocking. I mean, you're the pervert here, Maria, not us. Chad Coons. That's what you are? Oh, Howard. Jesus is your savior. Well, Caradwin is mine. Caradwin is mine. Caradwin saved me. I have no perversions. I am abstinent by choice. Yeah, well, you belong all to Jesus. Good for you. You're good for you. I don't care what you are. You don't have to tell me what you're doing with your private parts. I'm not interested. Not interested what you're doing with them. I don't care. I'm just an entertainer. I'm not. I'm not here to document people's perversions. And there's plenty of them on here. Plenty of perversions. Come on here. Yeah, no spamming. We're not interested in that shit. It was almost funny commentary. Almost. Oh, let's see here. He hates that name. Oh no. What mountain do you think he transfigured into being a light? Well, it depends on which gospel you're reading. The tradition is a Mount Tabor, but it's also can be your Mount Hermon. No one cares. You're giving out useless information to people who don't care about Dr. Michael Heiser. No one cares about that. The sons of God in the Bible. No one's interested in that, right? They're more interested in what the hell Maria's doing here with her deity. They're like, tell us more about that. Yeah, that's that. See, speak of the devil. There you go. Mount Doom. That's a good one. Mount Doom. Yeah. Oh man. Let's see here. Oh, this is because you do not follow Christ. How do you know? How do you know I don't follow Christ? I've never abandoned the good things of Jesus Christ, ever. You don't know shit about me, Rhea. You know, the way that you follow Christ is an abomination to me. You're having sex with the Savior. That's not. I'm not interested in that shit. Oh, let's see. You have been to Palestine. You traveled the length of breath. Look at. All right. I have come, my friends, to the end of your spiritual entertainment, and I will return to you tomorrow. Go check out my YouTube shorts that I made today. It's all there for your spiritual entertainment privilege, and I will be back with you tomorrow